Oh, wow. Wow. Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
Being there with him that night, what I did know was that I might not have walked in there as his wife, but I left that night.
As his wife.
As his wife.
Now Jada Pinkett Smith has Will Smith in the hoovering stage, the hoovering cycle. She is sucking Will Smith back into the relationship. Listen to this.
And you said, you know, this is his fight. I'm gonna let Will fight this fight.
Yeah.
Do you still believe that should be the case when Will literally walked up on that stage and kind of fought for you in that moment?
Well, see, that's a really deep subject.
It's a deep subject for sure.
Right?
It's
And
very
so
layered as well.
I think you got to be really careful about the why.
The why.
Okay? So that's Will's story to tell. Now,
Not
what
yours.
not mine. So what I will say is that being there with him that night, what I did know was that I might not have walked in there as his wife, but I left that night.
As his wife.
As his wife. And as I sit here today, I am going to be by his side.
As
always.
to you.
That's right.
Now Jada Smith is going to be by Will Smith's side always. She came to the Oscar with Will Smith when he slapped Chris Rock, and she was not his wife. It was just the appearance of husband and wife. They sit right next to each other, but in her mind, in her mind state, in that moment, she was not Will Smith's wife. But after Will Smith slapped Chris Rock and he went through what he went through publicly where the whole world can see, her mindset shifted and says, now I'm leaving with him as his wife. Guys, I want you to see this. Again, I'm not calling Jada Pinkett Smith a narcissist, but this is definitely narcissistic behavior. I know you've seen this in the relationship you had with narcissists. What do? One moment, they idealize you. They put you on a pedestal. You're really a good person. You're a kind person, but they exaggerate how good you are. They put you on the pedestal. They say that you're their favorite. They let you know that this is the best relationship that they ever been in. They put you higher than really you should be. You're a good, kind, loving, caring person. But they say you're the most caring person they've ever met in their world. And now that got you feeling some type of way. The same thing Jada Pinkett Smith did to Will Smith in the beginning of their marriage in the late 90s. She really was excited about their relationship, caught up in the fantasy of the relationship. She greatly enjoyed the relationship, but then at some point, she was no longer satisfied. How many times have you seen that narcissistic behavior from a narcissist that you've been in a relationship with, whether it be short-term or long-term? They take you through this toxic cycle of abuse. After they idealize you, put you on a pedestal, they'll begin to devalue you. They'll begin to be critical toward you and talk about the things that you don't do for them and how you're lacking in areas of the relationship. You don't cook for them. You're not cleaning for them. You're sensitive. You're emotional. You're self-centered. They start blaming you and devaluing you. And this whole time you're confused because for so long, they told you how great you were. You're the most caring person, the best relationship in the world. Now they have you through the second phase of this toxic cycle of narcissistic abuse, devaluation. Now, after they do that, you know what the next thing they're getting ready to do? Discard you. Get rid of you and discard you like you are nothing, because they now have another narcissistic supply, right? So they're discarding you so they can have time with the new supply. While they're discarding you, they was already in the idealization stage with the new supply when they was devaluing you. So now that you are discarded, they're actually in the phase with the new supply of excitement. They're having a great time and they're getting ready to devalue with them too. But first they had to get you out of the way. But guess what? When the new supply doesn't work out, they're coming back to you. They're going to hoover you. They're going to suck you back into the relationship and repeat the cycle again. Put you on a pedestal, devalue you, discard you, put you on a pedestal, devalue you, discard you. This is a pattern of emotional abuse. This is toxic, it's narcissistic, and I want you to be aware of this cycle. One moment they're saying one thing, the next moment they're saying something else. This is why I love the scripture when it says a double-minded man should not receive anything from the Lord, because this person is unstable and double-minded in all of their ways. When you are in a committed relationship, yes, of course, there are going to be some challenges. Yes, there's going to be some hard times. We know this before we even make the commitment. Now, just because things become challenging, just because things are not always exciting, just because things don't go the way that you want them to go, this is not the time to go ahead and devalue somebody and discard them when you put them so high up. And this is why it's so abusive, because they just could have told you, you're a good person, I like you. But no, the narcissist went the extra mile. I love you. I'm in love with you. I want you. Nobody makes me feel the way that you make me feel. Oh, when we together, it's the best in the world. They gaslight you. They put you on this pedestal, got you feeling good, and you're thinking like, yes, I'm the best in their life. And only to find out in a short phase later in this cycle, now they're cutting you down. They making you feel less than what you are. And I come to encourage you right now, no longer doubt it. This is a pattern of behavior that they're going to keep up long term. Now, just because someone criticizes you and puts you down and then wants you back, that doesn't mean that they're narcissistic. It doesn't mean that it's a narcissistic pattern. It has to be something that they do year after year after year, month after month after month, year after year after year. And this is just a pattern of a cycle, and you notice it. It's so predictable. This narcissistic abuse is so predictable. If you're in a relationship, I want you to tell me your story, because I'm sure you can already pick up when the narcissist is about to praise you. You already know when they're about to put you on a pedestal, they're about to tell you how awesome you are. It's Valentine's season, and now they got you back on the pedestal. But when Valentine is over with, it's coming again. You already know the devaluation is coming when they don't feel good, when they're unhappy, when they're not emotionally regulated. They're going to cut you down and put you down and make you feel like that you are not enough for them. But they already feel like that they're not enough, but they want you to feel these same feelings of abandonment. They want you to feel abandoned by them. So now they can discard you and get rid of you, and they'll come back to you when they want you again. I want to encourage you right now in this moment, no longer allow someone to turn you on and off when they get ready. Relationships represents mutuality. It has to be an agreement between you and them. It's very narcissistic for somebody to believe that they are entitled to be with you when they're ready, to be with you when it works for them, to be with you when it's an inconvenience to them. But now when they need their me time and they need to relax and they need to heal and they need to go through and learn and grow and reflect, as they call it, really they're just pushing you out of the way, discarding you, then they get to do that. No, they should have a conversation with you. You guys should agree to the terms of the relationship together. It shouldn't be the narcissist making the decisions, controlling the relationship, controlling your feelings, controlling the way you think about the relationship, controlling what happens and what don't happen, controlling when you have sex and when you don't have sex. They controlling when you're together, when you're not together. This is narcissistic behavior, and you can overcome it. Remember this pattern. They're going to put you on a pedestal, idealize you. Then they're going to devalue you, make you feel less than what you are, They're going to cut you down day by day, gradually, week after week with their words, verbal abuse. And after they do that, they're going to discard you and get rid of you like you're nothing. They may cut you off for a week or two, give you the silent treatment. And when they're ready for you again, here comes the hoovering, showering you with loves and gifts and emotion, with fake apologies and fake reflections and all of these things. They may even talk about God, fake relationship with God, said they prayed and they're sorry, they want you back. And then boom, here you go. They start bringing up the old good times you guys had. They want to give you sex again. They want to give you love again. They want you to go back out. They want to be sexually intimate with you, when really it's just a sexual transaction. And you go back to the narcissist and the cycle repeats. You have the power to end this cycle of abuse. Click like and subscribe. You're going to be glad you did.